Okay, hello students. So I am Mrityunjay Ghosh. Today we are going to learn people as resource chapter. So before going to main discussion, let us see what we will be discussing from this chapter. About people as resource. Here we will be seeing that why are considered to be resource, then importance of education in related to people as resource chapter. Education and health. Thereafter we will be seeing unemployment and ways of tackling it. So our topic is people as resource. From here we will be seeing people as resource. What do you mean by people as resource? So basically if we go by resource, only by resource, then we see that resource is anything that has utility. So definition of resources, basic definition of resources, anything that has utility. So here we are seeing why the chapter is called people as resource, because when people can have utility, they are known as resource. Like in our surroundings we see different type of people. Some are engineer, doctor, teacher, shopkeeper. They are having some utility for us, because the engineer helps in designing and making, doctor helps us to treat, teacher teaches, shopkeeper runs shop. So this way they are having, and many other professions. So people here are as resource because they are having utility for humans. In economics, when people are used, they are called resource as human capital. Like Amartya Sen, economics said, human capital, human as capital, because humans are used for getting service, for producing goods. They are used in economy. The subject is basically of producing goods and services. So humans are used mainly for producing goods and services. Economy, mainly economy is divided into three activity. In class 10 you will learn that: primary, secondary and tertiary. So activities in economy is divided into three types: primary, secondary and tertiary. So people who are engaged in different economical activities are either engaged in primary, secondary or tertiary sector. So when people are used for getting services and goods, producing goods, they are known as resource, because they help us to get the service or resource, sorry, goods from us, or for us we get the resource. As that's why they are called people as resource. So how people can be resource? Suppose there are two stories. One is Ram, one is Sam. Ram is educated. He is educated, and another Sam is uneducated. Ram works in a farm, but Sam works in a, he does wage labor job. So income of farm is obviously higher, so Ram gets more salary is high, and he earns around 200 rupees per day. He earns 200 rupees per day because of education. Why education? Because with education people get better in terms of resource. When they are educated they can do multiple tasks, or I would say they can do complex tasks like designing, teaching. They require years of education, and that's why they need to be built properly. So that's why Ram is educated, and on the other hand Sam is not educated, that's why he does wage labor jobs. So you see the importance of education cannot be subsumed. Importance, every country should invest on education for development of the country. When people are developed or population of the country is developed, the country also gets developed. Quality, here quality of population. Asset or liability. Quality of population means whether population is asset to the country or liability to the country. Asset means the population are engaged in high productive works. Liability when they are not having any work or not engaged in low productive works, struggling for daily needs. In another chapters in class 10 you will be learning about the in detail poverty, food security. There are subsequent chapters in this class and class 10 also in economics. So in Palampur village we learned that what is the need of capital and resource, labor, land. So here we are getting extension of that. The people can be resourced if they are educated, they are given the proper training. It is not like that the only teacher, doctor are getting higher salary. Like if you carpenter is also an asset to our nation. Carpenter, electrician, they are also asset to our nation. But on the other hand, people or population who are not engaged in productive work, they are engaged in low activities, they don't have any good source of income, they are getting into the vicious cycle of poverty when generation after generation is getting into poverty. So in this class, in this chapter we all will not learn the poverty, but here we are giving that each chapter is interconnected. You have to understand every chapter properly to understand the other chapter. So by getting proper training, if we invest on our education, children, invest on children's education, they will be an asset to our country. But if they are not educated, they will be wage laborers, will not be productive. I am not saying that wage labor is wrong work. I am saying the productivity of the work. Many people don't need in this sector. We need much more people in service, good quality service and manufacturing sector. That's why people should be educated. Now health. What is the importance of health? If population is not healthy, they will not be able to work. If population is not healthy, they are nourished, malnourished, so they will be burden to our any country. They will be burden to any country. They should be educated, they should be given health, primary health, secondary health service. If they are healthy, they are eating properly, they can be an asset, otherwise not. They need both education and health for betterment of the country. Okay, so how they can be developed, or the population can be developed, if they are given education and health, food, proper nourishment food. That's why in midday meal scheme is there. Midday meal scheme is in our country, that people will children will be coming to school every day, and they will be getting proper nourished food with education, so it will help directly to our nation. But there we have to learn unemployment. We have to learn unemployment. What is unemployment? When anyone who wants to work is not getting work is considered unemployment. So our workforce age is 15 to 49 years. So our workforce age is 15 to 49 years. If anyone wants to work, they will be considered in the workforce. Suppose you are 15 but you are studying, you will not be considered in unemployment, because you are not willing to work, you want to study here. That's why 15 age. Mainly after 21 22 people start earning. So in our country we have multiple population or many population who are either not getting jobs, or they are engaging low productive work, like I said, daily wage laborers. So their earning is low. Unemployment is further categorized so here in the disguised unemployment and seasonal. Disguise means though they are working, but they are not giving any value, no value. In agriculture, if 5 people are needed for the work in the farm, but only 7 people are engaged in that sector, so 2 people's work is of no value. So in that category they are in the disguised unemployment, because they have no value. Seasonal, on the hand, they get work in seasons, like someone gets working harvesting season, sowing season. Other ones, they remain unemployed and they do some other works. So that's why they are considering unemployment. But how can we tackle unemployment ratio? We can by educating, by giving them training them, training them, health, keeping their health. That's why government has to invest on this sector. Government has to invest heavily on health and education. If you learn that in 1947, when our country got independent, we had only 18% of literacy rate. Right now we have 74%, but we need to increase them. We need to make our population engage in higher education. They have to engage in good quality sector, so that we will be reaping the benefits of our population. A good population or a healthy population will be an asset to our country. Okay, so what we learned, just people, what is resource and how people are considered as resource. Then importance of education, quality of population based on their asset or liability, when they will be asset and when they will be liability to a country, and how we can be helpful if we invest on our health also, and what problems are there in our unemployment and how can we tackle them. So you have to read your text twice or thrice to understand what I have just given you a gist, And then if you have any question, you can comment me. You comment in the comment section, I will reply for sure. Okay.